Get ready for adventure. Up in the air, under the sea, and everywhere else.
Let's hit the rapids.
You're watching the Poconos Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 season premiere of the WYLN Winter Sports Schedule. And what a premiere we have for you. From the Wyoming Valley Conference Division II, the Trojans of Nanticoke area travel to Hazelton to take on Division I's Cougars of Hazelton area. You are looking live at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazelton Area High School. We thank you for joining us for the season premiere of high school basketball on WYLN. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by the coach, Joe DeMelfi, Jim Burns on the stats. And Joe, Hazelton area coming off one of those seasons to remember. We were there at Freedom High School when they lost in the state semifinals in that overtime heartbreaker to Abraham Lincoln. And the one lasting image I have is the end of regulation. Sparky Wolk with that block shot to preserve the tie and send the game to overtime, and you wondered if that was a state championship moment. But now you move on, and with this quality matchup, we're going to look at the officials, a quality group of officials, Mr. Bruce Weinstock, Mr. Jack Boncheski, and Mr. Chuck Hannon. But for Hazelton area, there's no more Samick, no more Planutis, no more Grula, but they do have Demir Faison.
I'll tell you the other thing that they have, Marty, is they have the tradition. They have that winning attitude. Basketball program has been very good for Hazelton area. I expect to see, they're 3-3 right now, Marty, but undefeated 2-0 in the conference.
And they're going to be taking on an undefeated Trojans of Nanticoke area, which will be led by a senior that I'm looking forward to getting a look at, in Nate Kreitzer. Will be wearing number 2 tonight for the Trojans. As we are moments away from the introduction of tonight's starting lineups before a nice crowd here at the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium in this opening event here on WYLN for the calendar year of 2019. And we want to wish all of you a belated Happy New Year and Happy Holidays. And we will now pause as we now have the playing of the Hazelton area alma mater and our national anthem. That has been the Hazelton area alma mater, followed by our national anthem. And Joe, before we went to that, mentioning that first time getting a look at Nanticoke in a few years, and I've been told to keep an eye on this Nate Kreitzer. He'll be wearing number 2. Tough kid, and they said he can shoot.
Yeah, I think one of the things, you look at Nanticoke right now, Marty, 7-0. They're 2-0 in their division. Hazelton Division 1, Nanticoke's a Division 2 team, and we'll talk a bit about this later on, but a new system for the Wyoming Valley Conference. They're going to follow the Schuylkill Conference with their playoff situation, and you and I will talk about that later. But the Trojans right now are a very competitive basketball team.
And what they want to do, we mentioned they're 7-0. But a lot of times, until you come to a place like Hazelton area and beat the Cougars, there's always a question, can you play with the big boys?
Well, I think that's one thing. Number 2, I think if, and Hazelton area has traditionally been very good at putting some pressure on, trapping the ball, causing turnovers, and then shooting foul shots very, very well from in the late parts of the game. We'll get ready for our introductions.
We'll hear the introductions of the hometown Hazelton area Cougars from Bruce Ellis.
For your reigning Division 1 Valley Conference Division 1 champion, Hazelton area Cougars. And senior number 11, Sparky Woe. And 6-foot junior number 5, Andrew Maya. And 6-1 senior number 20, Kyle Brand. And 6-3 senior number 44, Warren Sindall. And 6-5 senior number 35, Blair Faison.
And as always, the Cougars are coached by Mike Joseph. And one of the things, Joe, after such a talented team disassembles, if you will, after graduation, you try to find your identity. And with Hazelton area, of course, you're going to key on Demir Faison. Looking maybe for that second scorer. They played North Pocono on New Year's Eve. Kyle Franick at 27.
I'll tell you one of the things about Hazelton area, they have Demir Faison, they got Sparky Wolk back from last year. Both of those people were key. They'll give the team a little identity early. The other players buy into that. They could be very competitive as they go through the league.
Bruce Weinstock opens 2019 with the tip. Faison controlled Hazelton area with the basketball going from right to left on your screen. Faison in the corner, drives, and he was fouled. Joining Nate Kreitzer in the starting lineup is Colby Baczynski, Dylan Shahowski, and Trajan Krupinski, number 20, Jake Krupinski, number 22, for the visiting Trojans. Foul was on Kreitzer.
One of the things we might see early, Sparky Wolk shooting the ball more than he did last year. He was a point guard last year, ran the offense, didn't shoot a whole lot. Here he makes his first 3.
And Ryan Wolk puts the Cougars up 3-0 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Baczynski into the corner, and that is Trajan Krupinski, who'll tie the game at 3. Nanticoke showing a 2-3 zone. Franick nice inside the Siegendahl. Cougars back up 5-3.
Great pass inside. Excellent job to the basket. Franick seeing the whole court there, Marty. Got the ball inside very quickly. One of the things the Trojans are going to have to do is shoot well from the outside, I believe.
Shahowski goes over, and this is Baczynski. gives it off to Jake Krupinski, drives, lost control, and it'll remain with the Trojans. Minute and a half gone in the opening quarter. Cougars up 5-3 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership first quarter scoreboard. Nice passing, but Krupinski can't finish. He gets it back after the offensive rebound by Shahowski. Kreitzer guarded closely by Wolk. Nice up and under move, can't get it to fall. Tipped around, Kreitzer gets his own rebound.
Good hustle by Kreitzer.
And Jake Krupinski matches Trajan's three. Nanticoke has their first lead, 6-5.
Talked about shooting well outside. Krupinski puts it up and in.
Vida gives it over to Wolk. Vida will try to get the lead back, off back rim. Baczynski finally gets control of it and brings it up for the Trojans, up 1. He's going to drive on Faison. Finds a cutting Kreitzer, challenging Faison, and he gets it to go. Kreitzer's first basket makes it 8-5 Trojans.
I tell you what, Kreitzer, I thought just threw it up in hopes of getting the foul, but he made the shot off the board.
Faison can't tie it, tipped around. Trajan Krupinski up to Shahowski. He'll challenge Faison, have it blocked. And Franick will be fouled in the backcourt.
Demir Faison defensively, big block at the other end.
You could almost see it, Joe. Some players will line up and maybe set themselves up to take the charge. You could just see Faison take that step up, and he said, I'm going to go for the block.
Going to see it right here, and there you see it.
That replay brought to you by S.J. Kowalski. Vida drives, kicks in the corner. Franick for the tie. Got it! A three-point goal for Kyle Franick. Ties the game at 8.
Franick, a 6'1" senior.
And the turnover. Vida, left-hand shot. Cougars back up by 2.
Great job by Vida. Down the floor quickly.
Jake Krupinski fouled on his way to the basket. No shot, says Bruce Weinstock. Fouled on the floor. And Joe, if you're Hazelton area, encouraging sign. You've scored 10 to this point. Out of the starting 5, the only one not to score has been Faison.
Exactly. I mentioned Sparky Wolk earlier hitting that 3. Didn't see him shoot a lot last year, but along with directing this year, put the ball up a little more.
Kreitzer got a screen, takes the 3 off back rim. Siegendahl gives it off to Wolk. Vida for back-to-back baskets, can't get it to go. Kreitzer has it for Nanticoke, trailing by 2.
No follow by Nanticoke, or by Hazelton. Nanticoke rebounds, but they miss it at the other end.
Faison gives to Wolk. He is fouled. Shot won't go, but he'll be heading to the line. And I believe he was behind the line. This will be for 3.
Krupinski. Trajan Krupinski with the foul.
Nanticoke area under the direction of John Beggs. Sparky will get 2 more. And I think we touched on it a little bit during senior night of the football season. For as much as we've seen this young man, I can't believe he's at his senior stanza.
Senior year, had a great year in football. Obviously a key part of the basketball team. Sparky Wolk will leave Hazelton, leaving a very, very strong legacy.
2 out of 3 for Sparky on that trip. He's got 5. Cougars up 4. Approaching 3.5 left in the opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Baczynski wanted a screen, but he crossed over. Gave it to Jake Krupinski, to Kreitzer. Kreitzer's pull-up jumper is good, and he's going to have a chance for a 4 4-point play, as Bruce Weinstock says that was a 3.
Nate Kreitzer with a great 3-ball.
First on Franek, team second. And Kreitzer with this 4-point opportunity has a chance to tie the game at 12. And he does just that. Kreitzer, half of the Trojan points with 6, leading all scorers. Approaching the 3-minute mark remaining in this opening quarter on the season premiere of the 2019 Winter Sports Schedule. Game tied up at 12. This is Scotty Campbell wearing number 14 for Hazleton area. First sub of the night, can't get it to go. Kreitzer tried for back-to-back threes, couldn't get it to go. Franek the rebound. Here comes Sparky Wolk.
I was going to say Nanticoke was doing a nice job of taking their time getting the shot. They got it up very quickly there.
Campbell inside the free throw line, can't get the roll. Siegendahl the rebound. Put back is up and good. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
I'll tell you what, Siegendahl, as 6'3" senior, goes up very strong inside, makes the basket. There you're going to take a look at it. S.J. Kowalski replay. Siegendahl with the putback.
First piece of foul trouble on the night. Jake Krupinski picks up his second, team 4th for Nanticoke. Number 23, Alexander Maranta Alvarez checks into the Cougar lineup as Siegendahl converts the 3-point play. He's got 5. Cougars are up 15-12. 2.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Kreitzer finds a cutting Baczynski, but he traveled with it.
Good move by Baczynski inside. Took that extra step.
Number 23, Andy Kozlowski. First sub of the night for the Trojans. Replacing Jake Krupinski, who'll set with the 2 personal fouls. Faison on the wing, drives, got double teamed. Got it out to Maranta Alvarez. That 3 won't go. Kreitzer has it, he looks to push for the Trojans. Euro step can't go. Krupinski had it knocked away by Wolk. Faison to Siegendahl. Cougars up 7.
I tell you what, Siegendahl went down, thought he hurt his ankle, but he did not. He got back up. He was there when Wolk made the steal.
Siegendahl with 7, Cougars up 5. Shahowski got a screen, couldn't get the basket to go. Campbell the rebound. Sparky Wolk looks to bring it up in transition. Thought about the 3, gave it off to Campbell. Wolk will pull it back out. You'll see the time remaining. Approaching a minute left in this opening quarter on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Campbell for 3. And an over the back call is going to be called on Faison.
Yeah, he went up behind the Nanticoke player, and so we're going to have the Trojans inbounding with 1:06 left, first quarter.
And against some of the best competition, Joe. We saw him against Abington and Abraham Lincoln. In those 2 games, Faison had 20 and 17. Making a good accounting of himself against some of the best 6A competition in the state. Kreitzer drives, kicks it out. Number 3, J.J. Bielecki. And Bielecki had it stolen. Here comes Campbell. Right down the lane, Scotty Campbell has his first basket. The Cougars are up 7.
Great job by Campbell going to the basket, turned it over.
Faison gets it on the nice pass by Vida.
One of the things that the Cougars can do, Marty, is jump on you quick. Nanticoke's going to have to slow it down. They go down by 9.
Bielecki for 3, hit it. Cuts it to 6. Final 10 seconds. Down to 4. We're on to Alvarez. Can't get it to go. Baczynski hit the floor. That'll be the end of the quarter, in which Hazel Tenary leads it 21-15.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
The Falvello Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
Welcome back to the 2019 season premiere of WYLN's Winter Sports Schedule. It is a boys matchup in the Wyoming Valley Conference, a cross-division game, as Division I's Hazel Tenary Cougars leading Division II's Nanticoke area Trojans 21-15. Warren Siegendahl leading all scorers with 7, Sparky Wolk with 5, Nate Kreitzer for the Trojans has 6. Jake Krupinski on the floor to start the second, playing with 2 personals. He's out there with Trajan Krupinski, Baczynski, Kreitzer, and Shahowski, the original starting 5. As Jake Krupinski strong to the basket, he was fouled. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Hazel Tenary in the white starts the quarter with Vida, Faison, Campbell, Franick, and Siegendahl.
One of the things the Trojans have done very well, Marty, is get the ball to the basket. They've been getting it to the baseline, getting good shots at the basket.
Jake Krupinski misses the first. The foul, first piece of foul trouble for Hazel Tenary, and he'll head to the bench with 2 is Kyle Franick. 4th team foul is Sparky Wolk. Checks back in for him. Krupinski, Jake Krupinski, I should mention. It's 1 out of 2. He's got 4. Cuts the deficit to 5. Faison out high. Wolk gives it to Campbell. Quickly swung to Vida for 3. Won't go. Tipped. And Jake Krupinski has it for the Trojans. And Krupinski down the lane can't get it to go, but Trajan Krupinski with the offensive putback is good. He's got 5. All of a sudden, it's a 3-point game. Quick 6-0 run by Nanticoke area.
I'll tell you what, Trajan Krupinski very strong there underneath as Faison turns.
And Jack Boncheski cited a traveling violation.
Had a turn, Coach Joseph not real crazy about the call. But as Faison went from left and tried to turn, they called him for traveling.
Through a quarter and a minute, that was the first Hazel Tenary turnover. Pulling the post up inside is Trajan Krupinski. Blocked from behind by Faison. Siegendahl could not save it. It'll be Trojan basketball as they trail by 3.
We talked about his scoring prowess, but defensively tonight, he's had 2 big plays. Here you see it again. Faison on the S.J. Kowalski replay.
Kreitzer looks to drive. Nice pass, nice passing inside. Trajan Krupinski need the putback. He's got 7.
Great ball movement.
And it's a 1-point game. Hazel Tenary very patient against this Nanticoke defense. Vida open for 3. Won't go. Rebound, Faison. Putback won't go. Campbell with the offensive rebound. And they're going to say Campbell with the off arm pushed off. He's been called for the offensive foul.
I'll tell you one area from last year where you could see a difference. Last year we had Planutis, we had Samick, Faison rebounding wise. They were out rebounding people by big numbers. This year, they're scrappy, will stay after you. Nanticoke doing a nice job under the boards right now.
Kreitzer drives, blocked by Siegendahl. And that's what you need when you're playing a tough guard like that. You can't always keep him in front of him. Sparky Wilkes doing a nice job defensively, but you need the help.
You got to have the help. Once he gets penetration, even though you have pretty good position defensively, you have to have the help. Siegendahl there did a great job.
And we saw Sparky in those state quarter and semifinals. He played some tough defense against some quality competition. And didn't back down at all, Joe.
The semifinal game, he did a great job defensively.
And we have a
Jake
timeout
Krupinski.
taken. It is a 30-second timeout taken by Hazleton area. It is a Two Italian Guys Pizzeria timeout. This is a good time to call. Two Italian Guys Pizzeria at 570-459-2783 to order a pizza from Two Italian Guys Pizzeria.
Tell you what, Marty, Jake Krupinski, nice shot, puts the Trojans up by 1. There you see it. Marty, first quarter field goal, Hazleton 8 for 16, 2 for 8 from the three-point range, 3 for 4 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. Nanticoke had 9 rebounds, 3 offensive rebounds, 5 for 13 from the floor, 4 for 6 from the three-point range, shooting the ball well in that first quarter.
In the last 3:17, I remember, Joe, you talked about the run Hazleton area goes on. They went up 9. In that last 3+ minutes, Nanticoke's gone on a 10-0 run to take the lead, but Vida answers and puts the Cougars back in front with a 3.
Talk about the Trojans taking care of the ball, taking their time, getting some penetration offensively.
Jake Krupinski drives, shot is up, and he gets the roll nicely. 5 of his 8 for the sophomore here in the second quarter, and he leads all scorers with those 8. And the game is tied at 24. Franek back in the game, can't get it to go. It'll be Nanticoke area basketball. 4:16 remaining until half. Coming up at the half, Jim Burns will compile the Grand Central halftime stats. So we invite you to stay tuned for that coming up at the half. JJ Bielecki, and he helped in that 10-0 run, Joe. He had a big 3 in the corner that stopped that Hazleton area run, and he is back on the floor for Nanticoke, wearing number 3. A steal by Vida. Cougars back up by 2. Vida's got 7. Coach Beggs wants a 30-second timeout. It's a Two Italian Guys Pizzeria 30-second timeout, and this is a good time to call. Two Italian Guys Pizzeria at 570-459-2783 to order a Stromboli from Two Italian Guys Pizzeria.
I'll tell you what, Marty, Vida, great anticipation on that pass, took it away, easy layup, puts the Cougars up by 2.
And I'll tell you what, Andrew Vida didn't get a lot of time last year, but he got quality time with a very good team, and I'm sure that was a confidence builder for him heading into this season.
How much do we talk about getting that playing time when you're a sophomore, junior, and then when it becomes your turn, you take over? Vida, a good example of that.
Andy Kozlowski is back in the game for Nanticoke area, and now Franek is joined by Vida with 2 personal fouls here in the opening half for Hazelton area, team 6th. So for the rest of the half, Nanticoke will be shooting free throws. Jake Krupinski is playing with 2 personal fouls for the Trojans. Trojans down 2 with the basketball. Trajan Krupinski gives off to Jake. Quickly to Kreitzer. He'll give off to Baczynski. Right back to Kreitzer. Kicks it out. Kozlowski, Trajan Krupinski. That 3 is good. He's the first in double figures with 10. Trojans up 1.
We said they had to shoot well from the floor, especially the 3 range. Trajan did a great job. Trajan Krupinski with the 3.
And a foul, and it's a big foul. Jake Krupinski has just picked up his 3rd, trying to beat Faison to the baseline.
You know what, Marty? He tried. Faison went to the baseline. Krupinski tried to take that step with him, was moving. He thought an offensive foul should be called, but he was moving at that point. Picked up the block.
Campbell returns for Hazelton area. Also in the lineup, number 15, Alex D'Angelo, as Franek and Vitus sit with the 2 personal fouls. D'Angelo faked the 3. He drives, gave it off to Siegendahl. Out to Faison. And I believe Siegendahl was called for a 3-second violation. That turnover gives it back to Nanticoke area, who leads by 1.
I tell you what, Siegendahl was saying to the official, like, hey, I passed it out and I got out of there, but he called him for the time in the lane.
Shahowski dribbles right, gives off to Kreitzer. Kreitzer looks to drive, kicks it out to Shahowski. Shahowski's drive shot is up and good. Shahowski's first basket has the Trojans with a 3-point advantage.
Shahowski got the ball almost to the baseline again on that drive, made a nice jump shot. Nanticoke doing a nice job defensively right now, Marty.
Faison drives, cuts the deficit to 1. Faison with 4.
Faison went under, over, and under for that shot.
On the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard, Kreitzer takes a 3. That won't go. Hazelton area ball with 1:32 left on that Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. That's what's left in the half, with the Nanticoke area up by 1 over the Cougars. Coming up at the half, we'll get a look at the Grand Central halftime stats. Walk to get the lead back, won't go. Tipped around, loose. Siegendahl with it. Shot is up, won't go. Campbell the putback, that won't go. And Shahowski the rebound.
They had a couple shots at that basket after Sparky's miss, but couldn't get the putback.
And Coach Joseph applauding on the sideline, applauding the hustle that his Cougars had in the lane. As you mentioned, several chances at the offensive putback. Kozlowski dribbles it out. Be interested to see how much time Coach Beggs would elect to take off this clock with his team up 1. Kreitzer looking to keep the ball in his hands. See the time remaining down to 30 seconds. Sparky will check the clock as well. Checks over to the sideline. This may be an isolation for Kreitzer. Now Kreitzer brings it to the left side of the floor, down to 15 seconds. Got a screen from Shahowski. Kreitzer drives. Pump fake. Shot is up. Good.
I'll tell you what, Kreitzer did a great job going to his right, got Sparky to leave his feet.
And I'll tell you what, that quarterback Woke almost got somebody down here at the other end for a score before the half. But Nanticoke area fell down by 9 in the opening quarter. They battled back to take a 3-point lead at the half. We'll take a break. Coming up during halftime, we'll get a look at the Grand Central halftime stats. You're watching the season premiere of the Winter Sports Schedule on WILN. Nanticoke area up 3.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazleton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 19 minutes from Scranton, 15 minutes from Wilkes-Barre, 12 minutes from Old Forge, 18 minutes from Mountaintop, and 28 minutes from Berwick. Barber Ford in Exeter and Barber Ford in Hazleton. Start your new car search today at barberautogroup.com, where nobody sells for less.
Welcome back to the Huey McGean Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. I'm Marty Burns, joined as always by my good friend Joe DeMelfi. At the half of our season premiere, the 2019 Winter Sports Schedule, in a cross-divisional matchup in boys high school basketball in the Wyoming Valley Conference. Division II unbeaten Nanticoke area leading by 3 over Hazleton area. And I think you brought it up at the time, Joe. For the past couple of years, Hazleton area would go on those quick runs. They went on a quick run, went up 9, 21-12, but then Nanticoke area stabilized, went on a 10-0 run. One of the key shots I mentioned coming off the bench, J.J. Bielecki hit that one key 3 that cut it to a 6-point game.
I think one of the things you can gather from that is Nanticoke is going to be a poised basketball team. They're 7-0 right now coming into this game, 2-0 in their division. So they didn't let the game get away from them. We've seen that Hazleton team in the past just take off, and after that, when they go on those runs, just take the game away. Nanticoke does a great job of hanging in there. They're shooting well from the outside. I think they're playing good defense. They're holding their own underneath the boards.
So at the half, Nanticoke area leads the Cougars 31-28. Coming up next, we'll get a look at the Grand Central halftime stats. You're watching live high school basketball on WYLN.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
This is your home, your car, and you want to give them the protection they deserve. With home and auto insurance.
In Hazleton, talk to State Farm agent Pete Keselika. Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial, licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Welcome back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazelton Area High School. The hometown Cougars trailing the Trojans of Nanticoke area 31-28. And we are moments away from getting a look at the Grand Central halftime stats, compiled as always by Jim Burns.
Marty, we're looking at field goals. Both teams shooting close to 50%. Three-point field goals. Hazelton 3 for 12. Nanticoke, we talked about them having to shoot well from the three-point range, 5 for 8. Free throws 2 for 3 for the Trojans, 3 for 4 for the Cougars. Rebounds 16 for Nanticoke. We talked about them doing a great job underneath. 10 for the Cougars. An offensive rebound, 7 and 4 favor of Nanticoke. Turnovers a minimum for both teams. 6 for the Trojans, 3 for the Cougars. 3-point game, Trojans up.
Hey, you bring up a good point, Joe. 6 and 3 the turnovers for a game coming out of a holiday break. Both teams are playing very well as far as handling the basketball.
I think that's two things. Number one, both teams have good personnel, obviously good coaches. So I'm still impressed with Nanticoke not letting the game get away from them after that 9 or 10 point run.
We'll see what happens in the second half. Third quarter is up right after this.
Minutes away. That's right, you're just minutes away from a great deal on a new car, truck, or SUV from Barber Ford. 2 great locations, Exeter and Hazelton. The best deals on America's #1 brand are just 25 minutes from Frackville, 26 minutes from Jim Thorpe, 28 minutes from Tamaqua, 20 minutes from Shavertown, and 28 minutes from Clark Summit. Barber Ford in Exeter and Hazelton. Online at barberautogroup.com, where nobody but nobody sells for less.
The Falvella Law Firm, located at 314 Main Street, Suite A in Cunningham, offers help with car and truck accidents, wills, powers of attorney, and estates. With a small team of attorneys, they work directly with each and every client, serving all of northeastern Pennsylvania, and they are proud to offer legal services that make a real difference to you. Call them at 570-788-4191 today.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town, serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in. Delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177. John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
We welcome you back to the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazelton Area High School. Getting set for third quarter action. Division II's Nanticoke area Trojans leading the Division I Hazelton area Cougars by 3 in boys high school basketball. And before we get set for third quarter action, I want to thank the Third Base Luncheonette for supplying our crew meal, as they have for so many seasons on WILN. Third Base Luncheonette, located just off of 9th Street in Hazelton. Many thanks to the Third Base Luncheonette. Joe, for Nanticoke, balanced scoring. Trajan Krupinski leading the way with 10. He leads all scorers. Jay Krupinski playing with 3 personals. He has 8, as does Nate Kreitzer. For Hazelton area, leading them in scoring. Andrew Vida, Warren Siegendahl, 7 apiece.
I think one of the things when we look at Nanticoke shooting so well from 3-point range, Trajan Krupinski a part of that. If they continue that the second half and they continue that through the season, tough to do, but if you can hit threes like that, you're going to be in every ball game you play.
You've talked about it at the beginning of the broadcast and should mention to the fans before we get too far along. The Wyoming Valley Conference is doing something very similar to the Schuylkill League. 3 divisions in the Wyoming Valley Conference, 3 division winners, and then a wild card from the remaining teams will play in a 4-team tournament on both the girls and boys side. Semifinals will be held respectively at Dallas and Holy Redeemer. The championship will be held for an overall Wyoming Valley Conference championship in both girls and boys right here at Hazelton Area High School in the middle of February. So that's the reason for pushing up the Wyoming Valley Conference schedule to get the championship in before districts end up starting.
Exactly. A lot of people look at it now and they say there's a lot of games bunched up, but that's the reason, Marty. Siegendahl going up strong on that.
This game has featured 5 lead changes and 4 ties, and currently has the Trojans up 3 with the basketball. Trajan and Jake Krupinski start the half with Kreitzer, who takes a deep 3. Can't get it to go. Stahowski and Baczynski round out Nanticoke's starting 5 for this third quarter. Hazelton Area in the white starts with Siegendahl, Faison, Vida, Franek, and Wolk. Franek and Vida start the half with 2 personal fouls. And we're going to have a reach-in foul called against Hazelton Area. And now
Stahowski did a great job of taking the ball off the floor for Nanticoke, keeping it alive for the Trojans. Faison called for the foul.
That's his second, team first. Kreitzer got a screen from Trajan Krupinski. Stahowski dribbles it out, guarded by Franek. Gives off to Jake Krupinski. Baczynski for 3. Won't go. Rebound Wolk. Cougars can tie with a 3. Faison in the corner. He goes for the tie. Won't go. Kreitzer has it for the Trojans, and he looks to push in transition. Kreitzer gives it out to Baczynski. He drives. Shot is up and won't go. Tipped around, loose. Nicely tipped out by Stahowski. Great hustle. Gives a new possession for the Trojans.
Jake Krupinski off the floor, keeps it alive again. Trojans have another shot at the basket.
Kreitzer drives, left-hand shot is good. Kreitzer in double figures with 10. The nice left-hand scoop shot has the Trojans up 5, 2 minutes gone in the third.
I'll tell you what, Nate Kreitzer's doing a great job for the Trojans right now as Faison goes up with a 3.
And he's got 7. Trojan lead down to 2. But we mentioned that Wyoming Valley Conference Championship. I would not be surprised if one of the teams that ends up here in that Friday night in February is these Nanticoke area Trojans.
I agree, Marty. I agree 100% as Faison tips it away.
Credit Franek with the nice hustle right in front of us, but a 10-second violation called as Hazelton area took their time bringing it across the timeline. And the whole key is, when do you determine possession? Faison trying to get a clarification from Bruce Weinstock.
And he's right now, he was talking to him. We could hear him explaining to Faison why the call was made.
But the tough thing with a play like that is, when does the possession be determined? As a player, sometimes you don't realize it immediately.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
Wolk kicks it out to Vida, who got fouled by Kreitzer. Kreitzer helps Vida up, but Kreitzer, he has picked up his second. And that's the team first on the Trojans. Cougars can tie on this possession or take the lead with a 3. Balanced scoring for Hazelton area. Siegendahl, Faison, Vida, 7 apiece. Wolk with 5. Faison, faked the pass, shot is up, and he'll have a chance to tie it at the foul line.
Yeah, he's going to go to the line for 2. Faison going to his right, goes up.
And another key foul. Kreitzer, back-to-back fouls. He's got 3, the team's second. So
one of the things that could impact, obviously, as Faison makes the first, is the foul situation. Kreitzer doing a nice job for Nanticoke right now. Not somebody you'd like to see in foul trouble.
Faison only hits 1 out of 2, makes it a 1-point game. Siegendahl, nice save to Franek, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. What great hustle by Warren Siegendahl.
One of the things we've seen from both teams is great hustle under the basket. Siegendahl there.
Trajan Krupinski picks up his second, team third. Franek with a chance to give the Cougars the lead from the line.
One of the things that they have not shot as well, they being Hazleton area, from the foul line, as I guess we do a lot of coverage with Hazleton. Normally they shoot extremely well from the line.
And an empty trip keeps the Trojan lead at 1. Baczynski looking for Krupinski to give him a screen.
Yeah, he called Trajan Krupinski out.
Stachowski looking for Jake Krupinski, spins away from Vida. His runner won't go. Trajan Krupinski can't get it to go. Franek the rebound for Hazleton area. Wolk pushing for Hazleton area in transition, looking to get the lead back.
Franek with a great job as Wolk goes up for the 3.
Kreitzer bringing it back for the Trojans. Gives it off to Jake Krupinski, back to Kreitzer for 3. Off the back rim, rebound Faison. Here come the Cougars. Faison to push, pull-up jumper. Good, it's a 3 for Demir Faison. A quick 7 here in the third. Cougars up 2. Trojans need a timeout. It's a full timeout. They trail by 2.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Fast, consistent internet speeds. TV your way. And reliable phone service. All from the one provider who also lives here. Service Electric Cablevision. Connect with us.
Don't make the big box mistake. Shop local and save at Grand Central in Hazleton. Get better prices than the big box store on our huge selection of furniture, mattresses, appliances, and electronics at Grand Central in Hazleton and at the Laurel Mall.
Get a look at the Faison 3 to put the Cougars up 2.
There you see Faison on the S.J. Kowalski replay. Marty, 3-point range. Nanticoke 1 for 9. Hazleton area 2 for 5. We said that the Trojans needed to shoot well from the 3-point range, not doing that in the third quarter.
Coming out of the timeout, Scotty Campbell back in for Hazleton area. Cougars up 2. Stachowski, strong drive to the basket, ties the game at 35.
Stachowski, very nice drive to the basket using the board.
Vida drives, looks inside for Siegendahl. Very nicely done on the pass inside. Cougars back up by 2. Siegendahl at 9.
Great job with the bounce pass inside.
Kreitzer looking for a screen. Got it. Gives off to Baczynski. This is for the lead. Nanticoke area back in front on the Colby Baczynski 3, his first of the night. Trojans up 1.
Hasn't shot a lot tonight, but Baczynski there made a big shot for the Trojans.
Vida tries to answer, can't get it to go. Tipped around, and Jake Krupinski has it for Nanticoke area. Here come the Trojans up 1. Shahowski down the lane. Jake Krupinski will get the shot. Trajan Krupinski has it blocked by Faison. Wolk tries to save. Battle for the loose ball. Great hustle. And hopefully Trajan Krupinski is all right as Seigendahl came in for the save.
I'll tell you what, Marty, that's about the third or fourth. Here we see the S.J. Kowalski replay. Faison with the block. Good hustle by Sparky Wolk after Faison's block.
And Trajan Krupinski will get a seat.
He's
flexing that
like
arm.
Maybe he hit his shoulder on the floor when he went after the ball.
And to me, it looked like just good hustle on both parts.
Exactly.
And Seigendahl got tied up with him, and unfortunately, Krupinski was the one that got injured. An offensive foul has been called on Faison. That's his third.
One of the things Faison does, once he gets up, gets a little out of control as Coach Joseph takes him to the bench and talks to him for a second.
So he sits with the three personals frantic back in. And also good to see Trajan Krupinski back in for the Trojans.
You know, sometimes Faison looks like he wants to do too much, Marty. You have to rely on your teammates. Made some great defensive plays and some threes tonight.
Into the lineup for Nanticoke area, giving Kreitzer a breather, is number 1, Luke Myers, as Baczynski is called for the traveling violation.
Big hop. Didn't know if it was traveling, but called.
I apologize. Kreitzer's still on the floor, but Myers assuming some of the point guard duties. Almost giving Kreitzer a breather while he's on the floor. And Kreitzer tries for the steal, and he goes running into the stands, right by the Standard Speaker's own Dave Seaman. I'll tell you what, I heard a lot about this Nate Kreitzer. Very impressed with this young man. A lot of composure. He can shoot, and he's a tough kid.
One of the things, Marty, both ends of the floor. He can shoot. He also plays very strong defense.
The Wolk three won't go. Loose on the floor. And we're going to have a reach-in foul. I believe it's going to be called against the Cougars. Bruce Weinstock on the call. It's maybe on Seigendahl. Actually, excuse me, it's on Campbell.
Yeah, they had Campbell underneath on the grab as we have a timeout, I believe.
It's a Two Italian Guys Pizzeria 30-second timeout, and this is a good time to call Two Italian Guys Pizzeria. Their number is 570-459-2783. Give them a call to order a hoagie from Two Italian Guys Pizzeria.
Marty, right now we're talking about a Nanticoke team who, if they would have shot better in the third quarter, the three ball could be up by more than one. But Hazleton area hanging in there. Very impressed with both of these teams early in the season.
And like I said, you know, Hazleton area went through quite a stretch of leadership on the floor, and, you know, with that cohesive group that Coach Joseph had, you know, they did a lot of stuff on the floor that a lot of veteran teams you expect them to do. But now things have changed, and you can see this team almost trying to find its way, get an identity. And, you know, in a tough game like this, might be a turning point for this Hazleton area squad.
As you said, you could see one or both of these teams back here in February.
Absolutely. Would not shock me in the least. Kreitzer can't get it to go, but he was fouled. He's going to head to the line to shoot two. Seigendahl picks up his first, team fourth, and Joe, another team, and keep an eye on this team from Division III. Our good friend Coach Flanagan is facing them tonight. That team from Wyoming Seminary. I know Coach Flanagan's talked very highly about that team. They took defending state champion Abington Heights to the wire back in December. So a Wyoming Seminary could be that sleeper team from Division III as well.
Had a chance to watch a little bit of that game in December between Abington Heights and Wyoming Seminary. Both teams very good. As you said, very interesting with the new playoff system to see how it works out.
Now Jack Boncheski is going to have Bruce Weinstock come over to the table. There is a question. Not sure.
We have 34.5 seconds left, and that issue has been I think they were looking at whether it was a 1-and-1 or a 2-shot, not sure.
They played the Jeopardy music. You think Chubby be a contestant for Final Jeopardy?
Not sure. To be honest with you, Marty, it was
Kreitzer hits his first. He's got another, has a chance to make this a 3-point game with 34.5 seconds remaining here in the third, and he does just that. He's got 12 to lead all scorers. The lead is 3, and now Kreitzer will get the last 34.5 seconds off here in the third. Shahowski is back in.
We got under 30 seconds. Cougars, the ball on the perimeter, looking for that last shot of the third quarter.
But if you're Coach Beggs, worst case scenario, Joe, you get out of this tie. You're currently up 3. And I think you couldn't ask for much more coming on the road. Faison, jumper, won't go. Siegendahl the putback, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I'll tell you what, big rebound by Siegendahl, then going back up with the foul. So he'll be able to see if he can narrow the gap here. 3.3 seconds left.
Shahowski, his first team fourth. Siegendahl to the line to shoot 2. He's now in double figures with 10. Number 31, Nicholas Norman, into the Cougar lineup.
On the S.J. Kowalski replay, you could see that Siegendahl rebound and then trying to go back up.
And for the last 3.3 seconds of the third, Bielecki and Kreitzer check back in for Coach Beggs. Siegendahl hits both. He makes it a 1-point game. Baczynski to beat the clock. Won't go. Through 3. Nanticoke area 40. Hazelton area 39. Fourth quarter action up next.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years.
John's Family Restaurant in the Churchill Mall. Enjoy a full menu with all homemade food. From breakfast, soups, sandwiches, entrees, and desserts. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner specials. The food is great, the price is right. Open Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Sunday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins. National currency. Fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
As Jump Around goes through the speakers here at the Huey McGinn Gymnasium. Fourth quarter about to begin. Division II's Nanticoke area leading the Cougars of Hazelton area from Division I 40-39.
We have a good one, Marty, for our first one of the new year. Third quarter, 3 for 9 from the floor for the Cougars. 3 for 13 for Nanticoke. From the three-point range, they were 1 for 5. Hazelton was 2 for 6. 10 rebounds. Hazelton with 8 rebounds. So pretty close as we have the Trojans with the ball on the perimeter to start the fourth quarter.
They're in the blue going from right to left. They go with their original starting five of Trajan and Jake Krupinski, Baczynski, Kreitzer, and Shahowski. Hazelton area in the white as Kreitzer looks to drive on Vida. He's joined by Faison, Franek, Wolk, and Siegendahl. Coach Beggs takes a timeout. It is a 30-second timeout, and it's a Two Italian Guys Pizzeria 30-second timeout, and this is a good time to call Two Italian Guys Pizzeria at 570-459-2783 to order wings from Two Italian Guys Pizzeria.
I'll tell you what, Marty, Coach Beggs did a great job with that timeout. Saw that they were having trouble, couldn't get the ball, so he called a quick timeout right in front of his bench.
And as you see on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard, 2 timeouts for Nanticoke area, 3 for Hazelton area. They are all full timeouts. Both teams have used their 30-second timeouts. So full timeouts for the rest of the way for both of these coaches, Coach Beggs and Coach Joseph. Trojans will inbound on the baseline. They're led in scoring by Nate Kreitzer with 12. Trajan Krupinski has 10. Cougars led in scoring by Faison and Siegendahl with 11 apiece. Kreitzer finds a cutting. Trajan Krupinski can't get it to go. Faison challenged the shot, and here come the Cougars looking to get the lead back.
I'll tell you what, Faison's doing a great job underneath defensively. I think he bothered the shooter, missed the shot. So the Cougars now with the ball.
Wolk swings the Vida. Faison in the corner. This is for the lead. That won't go. A rebound, Trajan Krupinski. Here come the Trojans up 1. Kreitzer will take the 3. Won't go. Wolk gets the loose basketball. And knocked away from behind by Trajan Krupinski.
I'll tell you what, Trajan Krupinski, great play defensively. Sparky lost him behind him.
Kreitzer stepped out of bounds. Great call, Bruce Weinstock. He was right there, saw Kreitzer step out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, great call, but a great defensive move by Sparky Wolk, keeping him tight to the baseline. Very impressive.
Faison thought about the 3. He'll take the jumper from the foul line. Off back rim. Rebound, Trajan Krupinski. I'll tell you what, Joe. He's got 10 on the score sheet, but Trajan Krupinski does a lot that you don't see on the score sheet. Baczynski had it blocked. Shahowski's shot is up. And we're going to have a foul against Hazelton area. I believe it's going to be on Franek.
You are correct, Marty.
Franek picks up his 3rd, the team 5th. Shahowski to the line to shoot 2. Scotty Campbell back in for the Cougars, replacing Franek. I'll tell you what, Joe. Talk about Hazelton area. This Nanticoke area team has shot very well from the foul line.
I'm going to tell you, I'm very much impressed with them as Shahowski makes his 2nd shot, puts the Trojans up by 3.
Shahowski with 6. As is a balanced attack, Kreitzer 12, Trajan Krupinski 10, Jake Krupinski 8, Shahowski with 6. Campbell for the tie, got it! 3-point goal, Scotty Campbell. He's got 5 off the bench. This is all tied up at 42 on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard.
I'll tell you what, Scotty Campbell, big 3 by him.
Crossover by Kreitzer, gives off to Baczynski. Guarded closely by Faison, out to Shahowski. Back to Baczynski. This is a 3. Won't go. Loose basketball into the backcourt. Campbell dives. Got it. What's the call? Jump ball is the call. Campbell was hoping to get a timeout. Jump ball, but possession arrow goes to Hazelton area.
I'm going to tell you what, Campbell great job of both of these teams are hustling, but that was critical. Campbell gets the jump ball, and the possession arrow goes to the Cougars.
Get a look at it on the S.J. Kowalski replay. We'll get back to that, but I'll tell you what.
That's where they were, though, on the floor.
They were on that floor.
That's right.
Campbell got it to Vida. His pull-up jumper, he's fouled from behind. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Vida was able to get inside. He had two people on him, one person behind him, and that foul was called.
Shahowski picks up his second.
Dylan Shahowski.
Team fifth. So Vida missed the first. He'll get another. And gets the roll. He's got 8. Cougars back in front by 1. Pachinski on the wing. Takes the left hand right to the basket. Got it over Faison, but the rebound by Campbell.
Again, the threat of Faison, I think, caused the missed basket underneath.
Wolk got a screen from Siegendahl. Finds Faison. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
Great job getting it inside to Faison. He goes to the basket. Fouled. By Trajan
Krupinski. He's picked up his third.
And Faison makes the foul shot.
He's got 14 to lead all scorers. The Cougars are up 4. Approaching the halfway mark of the fourth on the Blaze Alexander Family Dealership scoreboard. Cougars trying to add for a 4-point lead, but a traveling violation is called with 4:02 left in the fourth.
The official had to call. It looked like there was a little bit of a collision between Wolk and Vida. Vida tried to make the turn, called for a walk.
But I'll tell you what, Joe, from what we've seen from this Trojan team, I don't think there's any panic at this point. Down 4 halfway through the fourth.
And that goes back to the end of the first quarter when they were down by 9 and they came back. So you're right, Marty. They're down by 4. We're at 3:40.
Nice passing, but a steal by Vida. Walk ahead of the pack. Cougars up 6. Sparky's got 7. Trojans need a full timeout. They trail by 6.
Blaze Alexander Family Dealership is very proud to become a part of the Hazleton area. Come see us in Hazel Township or visit us online at blazehazleton.com. There's Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, GMC, and Cadillac, and Mazda. Plus, a huge inventory of the finest quality pre-owned vehicles available, all with the Blaze Alexander lowest price guarantee. We have a long-held reputation for low prices, great selection, and top-notch service. Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships in Hazleton. We're taking the deals the other guys won't.
Ralph M. Cameron, specializing in quality and affordable construction services for residential, commercial, and industrial. Licensed and insured. Call 570-401-0654 today for all your construction needs.
Stop in at Two Italian Guys Pizzeria for the best pizza in town. Serving a large variety of pizzas, stromboli, and so much more. Open till 3 a.m. Take out or eat in. Delivery available. Call 570-459-2783.
Get a look at the Cougars in transition to go up by 6.
Sparky Wolk but I'll tell you what. Number one too many passes by the Trojans. And underneath, that pass I don't think was warranted because I think they felt Faison was somewhere underneath. They didn't want to take the shot. Last 2 minutes, Hazleton on a 9-0 run.
And that has given them this 6-point lead. And Jake Krapinski can't answer. Wolk the rebound. Trojans are down to 1 timeout remaining. They trail by 6. And the clock has suddenly become their enemy.
Now, Marty, you take your time, which we've seen Cougar teams in the past do. Number 2, draw the foul, shoot well from the foul line.
And the other thing that Hazleton area has done, they've drawn Nanticoke area out of their zone defense to play man so that the clock won't run out. But a foul away from the ball, I believe, has been called on Siegendahl. It's his second, team's 6th. So from here on out, Joe, both teams will be shooting free throws. Field goals here in the 4th. Nanticoke area 0 of 7. Cougars 3 for 5, part of their 9-0 run. Kreitzer out to Jake Krapinski for 3. Battled, and a tough rebound by Franek.
I'll tell you what, that was a Franek with that's a strong rebound right there.
And again, the Trojans have to come out and play man. Can't sit back in the zone as the Cougars out rebounding the Trojans here 8-3. A reach-in foul. Sparky Wolk will be heading to the line for a 1-and-1. And that is the 4th personal foul on Nate Kreitzer. First critical piece of foul trouble for either team, and it's Kreitzer.
Kreitzer has played extremely well for the Trojans tonight. Not the person you want off the floor in the last 2 minutes. He's playing with 4 right now.
Sparky hits the first. It's a 7-point game. I want to remind you that tonight is the season premiere of the winter sports schedule. We'll be right back here tomorrow night as the girls take the floor. Joe Gavio's Lady Cougars of Hazleton area welcomes the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick. We'll be on the air live tomorrow night at 7:30. Berwick, Hazleton area girls high school basketball here on WYLN as Sparky Wolk hits both. He's got 9. The Cougar lead is 8. Kreitzer drives, scoop shot, good.
Kreitzer with a great move inside, uses the board. Now we're going to have some pressure. See how the Trojans handle that.
Vida got away from the double team. Wolk drives, scoop shot up, and good! What a basket by Sparky Wolk! 6 here in the 4th of his 11. Hazleton area takes the full timeout. They lead it by 8.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton. Everything to make your house a home.
Talk to State Farm agent Pete Kazalika today.
How about this move by Sparky Wolk?
I said he's becoming a scoring machine. Sparky Wolk, I believe that's his 11th point.
He's got the last 6 for Hazleton area here in the 4th, 11 on the night. And I'll tell you, this young man continues to impress me no matter what sport he plays.
I'll tell you what, he's done a great job so far tonight. He hustles, knows the floor very well, can get the ball inside, and he's scoring points as Nanticoke quickly down the floor. They have to get it up.
Kreitzer will take a 3. He hit it. Kreitzer with 17. The last 5 for the Trojans makes it a 5-point game. Vida almost had it knocked away. Shot is up. He'll have a chance for a 3-point play.
That's the other thing about Hazleton area. They can they can take that press, break that press, get the ball down the floor. They're either shooting a basket or they're at the foul line. Coach Beggs.
So Kreitzer and now Trajan Krupinski have 4 fouls apiece. Vida, he's in double figures with 11. The Cougars, 4 players in double figures. They lead it by 8. Kreitzer got a screen. Shot up, won't go. Faison the big rebound.
Big rebound again by Demir Faison, and he's going to be fouled in the backcourt and go to the line. 1:13 left.
Coley Baczynski, the foul, his first, team 9th. Faison to shoot a 1-and-1. But 4 Cougars in double figures, led by Faison with 14. 11 apiece for Vida, Wolk, and Siegendahl as Faison hits the first. Faison will be stuck at 15, but Vida came up with the loose basketball.
Again, off the floor, Vida doing a great job.
And you know what, Joe? And it goes for both teams. As Sparky Wolk behind the back, Campbell has it, and he is fouled. Very impressed with the hustle of both of these teams.
Both these teams have played extremely well. We've seen both teams going after the ball on the floor.
And Trajan Krupinski has fouled out.
And Trajan Krupinski,
he'll leave with 10. And I'll tell you what, he is a key cog for this Nanticoke area team. He does a lot that you see on the score sheet, but he does a lot that you don't see.
I'll tell you what, he's played well. I think both teams have played fairly well. I believe Nanticoke would have liked to shot from the floor better in the second half, but they're definitely a team that's going to be in the hunt in Division II.
Campbell with a big 6 points off the bench for Hazelton areas. The lead is 10. And just as you mentioned from the very beginning of the night, the defense of Demir Faison, another block shot.
I'll be honest with you, I'm more impressed with him defensively tonight than I am offensively. He not only has figured in 4 or 5 blocks from the floor, he also has figured in some of those inside shots. Nanticoke was wondering where he was when they were putting it up.
Franek misses the first, he'll get another as the Trojans are over the 2-shot limit.
This will be the Trojans' first loss if this holds up for the Cougars.
Franek has 4, and Coach Beggs can build off of this. For 3 quarters, they hung with this Hazelton area team on the road, and then the 4th quarter got away from them. Another steal as Wolk gets it up to Franek, and Franek will be heading back to the line to shoot 2.
You know, that's a good example, I think, tonight with Nanticoke. They got the ball inside sometimes, but they tried to pass it back out very quickly to try to get the shot from the floor when maybe the shot was inside.
But you brought up a good point, Joe. It may have also been the presence of 35 that got them to look for that extra pass.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. He played extremely well. 35 being Demir Faison.
D'Angelo and Norman back in for the Cougars as Wolk and Faison, 2 key figures in what looks to be a Hazelton area victory, head to the bench. Franek hit both. He's got 6. Cougar lead. Jake Krupinski hits a 3.
Jake Krupinski with a nice 3. Puts it at 10. We're under 20 seconds.
Norman off the bench with the basket. Has the Cougars up 12. Ball remain with the Trojans. final 5.4 seconds.
Norman snuck inside for that short shot to give the Cougars a 12-point win and a 12-point victory.
Cougars come away with the 62-50 victory. This was a 40-39 Nanticoke area lead heading to the fourth. Expected a big fourth quarter. And what it was a Hazleton area team that answered the bell here in the fourth. Some cold shooting in the fourth and some costly turnovers caught the Trojans in the fourth.
Cold shooting, and as I said, great defensive play. Especially, I have to mention Faison for Hazleton because he had 4 or 5 clear blocks during the night. Did a decent job, took some shots I thought that were a little hurried, but offensively added some big points for the Cougars. And I'll tell you, if you watch this game without scoreboard, I don't think you would think that there was a 12-point gap. But the Cougars come away with the 62-50 win.
The 12-point gap, they hadn't shot free throws real well to that point, but they closed out the fourth shooting the free throws. And that one stretch of 6 points by Sparky Wolk really seemed to turn it around for Hazleton area.
Yeah, I think, a new year for the Cougars, and now we have the team from last year that has gone semifinals of the state, but all of a sudden it's Vida Wolk, who was part of that last year, Siegendahl, so we have some new names, but the same result on the board right now.
Hazleton area goes to 4-3 overall, 3-0 in conference play in this cross-division matchup. Nanticoke area loses their first. They're at 7-1, and they drop to 2-1 in conference play. As we mentioned, keep an eye on these Trojans. We may be seeing them again come February.
No doubt in my mind. They played, I thought, well tonight. And we've already gone over the stretch where they didn't shoot well, and they had some costly turnovers. But they're going to be a team that's going to be definitely there in Division II.
Okay, we are going to say good night from the Huey McGeehan Gymnasium at Hazleton Area High School. For our director, Barry J.S., for stats by Jim Burns, for Joe DeMelfi, I'm Marty Burns saying so long. Once again, the final score, Hazleton area 62, Nanticoke area 50. Join us right back here tomorrow night, live at 7:30 as the girls take the court in Wyoming Valley Conference action as the Lady Bulldogs of Berwick travel to Hazleton to take on Joe Gavio's Lady Cougars of Hazleton area. This has been a WILN Sports Special presentation. Happy New Year and good night from Hazleton.
You're watching Tamaqua's Choice for news, weather, and live local sports. WILN, we're your local network.
Helping your dollars go further every day.